Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Another Diamond in Jukebox. I'm your host Maria Lebedev, and today my guest is the Los Angeles-based independent rock artist Johnny Nasty Boots.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me here one more time. It's a pleasure. And yeah, excited to have this conversation with you.
Yeah, I mean Johnny, me too. You have been up to a lot of stuff since you and I last talked. I think our last interview was almost a year ago.
Yeah, I don't remember, the precise moment. Like you said, it has I have been doing a lot, but yeah, it was I'm sure it was last year, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. For a minute, I sometimes I think it may have been in the spring, but actually, no, it was in the fall. So yeah, almost
Oh.
a year ago. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to the questions. So you went on your Japan tour from October 15th through October 5th through October 17th. How was it?
Well, honestly, it was more than what I was expecting. I was very, very excited to go to Japan for the first time. I have been always being a huge fan of the Japanese culture, traditional and pop culture. So I was very excited. I was seeing like a lot of responses and movement from people in Japan on social media, and that sparked my curiosity, like up to 11. So being there. Oh, at the beginning, I was, like very, very nervous. I was not knowing exactly how it was going to be. But on the first show, literally, the whole room was singing all the songs. Like not a couple, like no, no, no. They were singing the whole catalog, and that was like very, very impressive because I mean I have never been there before until then, and it's a whole different language. So seeing the people rocking out and vibing was very, very special. I'm super grateful for the experience and very eager to go back.
Hmm. I bet you were. How many songs were there in your set?
Most of the sets were about like 30-minute sets, so it was around 7 to 10 songs, depending. Like, there was a couple of shows that we play like an hour, but most of the sets were 30 minutes. Like that's pretty much the standard apparently all over the world.
I see. So yeah, it's pretty interesting how you said it was like 7 to 10 songs or something.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting how they already knew the lyrics. But I mean, honestly, it's really not that surprising because from what I've heard, that from what I've heard, they really love American music over
yeah,
on the East. Like they love it in China and they love it in Japan, especially rock music. Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
There's a lot of rock culture over there, that's for sure.
my friend Chris Leva, who who plays in a band called the Falling Doves. Although they are about to take a break from playing together.
Mm.
They just went on their 10th anniversary tour, and they're
Oh wow.
taking a break in 2026 for God knows how long. Honestly, I have no idea how long that break is gonna last, but yeah, hopefully they'll come back to the stage soon. And anyway, they also travel to Japan a lot. They have a lot of
Mm.
shows there that they're really well received there. So yeah, from what I've heard, they really love American rock music there. And what's
Yeah, and you know what? And they love Mexico. Like literally, they were like super excited every time that I mentioned on the stage that I was from Mexico because I don't know what happened, broken phone, but a lot of the venues they were announcing me as from the UK. So that was very, very, very funny because okay, I'm a Mexican that lives in the States, and I was being announced as from the UK, you know? So that was super, super funny. And every time that I mention on a stage, hey, I'm actually from Mexico, they were like, oh my God, you know, like I can tell on their faces like how excited we're about the fact that I'm Mexican. So that was really cool, you know. They love lucha libre, they love mariachi, so they're connected to Mexican culture, and that's really cool to see, you know, like again on such a far place from home. Literally, on the first show was a girl that she drew me a manga version of myself, and she gave it to me, and that you know that was very special. We had people going to the airport to say goodbye. That was like wow, you know, feel really really warm people, and I think that's what makes Japan so special. It's the people. The people over there, it's so lovely, so beautiful. I was very, very impressed and very thankful again for the experience, you know?
Hmm. I bet you were, like, especially since it was your first Jap- uh, Japan tour, your first tour in any of the Eastern countries, really, right?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. So yeah, it must have been a pretty cool experience. So anyway, so your new EP, Self Portrait, just came out on September 26th. Can you tell me a little bit more about that project?
Yeah, well, it's a very personal project. That's literally why I decide to baptism as self-portrait
Mhm.
because all the songs are kind of like based on personal experiences. Like they are songs connected to things that have happened in my life. You know, like in the previous album, of course, I have songs like I'm Cursed, that it's like, you know, more like based on blues and, you know, the folk of the voodoo culture and all that, but it's just like writing a story, right? And all the seats for self-portrait were like based on facts. So I decide instead of like using strings, using brushes to paint it, I decide to use strings. I'm very connected with art. My dad is a painter, so it's you know it clicks. It makes so much sense to me to have my music related to art. I have always uh, have thought that what I do it's like when I play a solo or when I'm improvising, to me, it's like if I'm having a huge canvas and I start like painting at the moment of yeah, and following the motion of that moment.
Hmm. Yeah, that's definitely a pretty interesting way to put it. That it's like you're an artist, except instead of using paint, you're using strings, which is definitely very true because, I mean, painters express themselves through paints and brushes, and musicians express themselves through musical instruments, which is
Yes.
exactly, well, and words, which is exactly what you're doing. So I'm definitely gonna have to give it a listen, just so I can learn, more about you and check out your music. So I'm definitely really excited to hear it. And how many songs are gonna be on it? I mean, how many songs are on it?
It's 5 songs. It's about 21 minutes, I believe. It's a short EP, so you can listen at least once, at least twice in 1 hour.
I see. Well, I'll definitely check it out soon.
Yes.
So, you were touring Europe with Mountain's Corky Laing. Congratulations.
Thank
You
you.
mentioned that you're a big fan of Mountain and that you have covered Mississippi Queen many times in the past.
Yeah.
You managed to score a touring gig with such a legend.
Well, it was, I want to call it destiny. It was really, really interesting how it happened because I was invited first here in LA to a jam
Mhm.
and I covered Mississippi Queen there, right? And literally like 2 weeks after that, we saw like an opportunity, like, hey, we're looking for a band that plays rock music. We cannot tell who is the headliner over there, but like send the EPK and all the, all that, all the information. So we sent all the requirements, and we find out that it was with Corky Laing. So it was very, I want to call it destiny. It was really really cool, and I managed to play Mississippi Queen with Corky Laing. So that that was like very special. He's such a lovely guy. I miss him. Being on the road with him for about a month was unique, like watching a legend every night doing his thing and seeing him in like such a good shape. It was, that's where everyone in music, that's what we achieve, right? To be at certain point in our lives that we are old, but we're still on the road and rocking out, and that's like very inspiring.
Hmm. Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, definitely. So you said that the reason why you ended up touring with him was because you saw an ad that said that they wanted to invite LA-based musicians to play with them, and you answered it.
It was more than an ad. It was like, I'm part of a network, that people pose what are they looking for, whatever it's a gig or some stuff.
Uh-huh.
And my wife Rose, she's also very involved in all those kind of stuff, like we both have the radar, like literally seeking for opportunities, because it's literally the only way. So every time that we saw like something posted on this network of musicians and people involved in the music industry, we always ask, we always raise our hands like, what's up? What is this about? Because you never know. Like literally, um, a lot of people might have passed that opportunity because it was not saying specifically what was about, And of course, yeah, once that you answer to the call, you are like, in a process of selection, like I bet I was not the only one, but for some reason it makes sense for them to invite me.
I see. Well, yeah, it's definitely really cool. You said that you ended up being on tour with him for a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, congratulations again. It's like
Thank
your
you.
dream really came true. So your single "Lovers on the Road" was released on March 28th. Congratulations. Kind of wish we could have talked about it earlier. But what is the single about, and what inspired you to write it?
Well, Lovers on the Road, it's from all the songs on the EP, it's literally the oldest one. I think I start working, like these songs were recorded in 2023, but I start working on that song. I start, like making sketches and like demos and, putting all the arrangements together probably since 2017. And I started writing the music and the lyrics after my first big tour in Mexico that I did like a whole month all over Mexico. I went literally everywhere, and I feel like I was, very inspired about those kind of experiences. And also, it's a song about like if you're gonna do something, do it like if you're do it with all your love and all your passion. Like even if you're not expecting anything in exchange, or like you're just doing it for one night, do it with everything, and you can attach that to whatever situation that it's in your life.
I see. Well, that's definitely a great message. And I need to check that one out too. Oh my gosh, you need to check out so much music. Well, the thing that the industry that I did before you, they were filmmakers and not musicians. So at least I didn't have to tell them that I will check out their music because lately I have not been in the mood. I feel like I know I'm missing out on a lot of stuff like right now. And when like if I were to like doing the interview with you right now, like I haven't listened to your music since I saw the music video for Howlin' and Dying. Like that's
Yeah.
the last thing of yours that I've listened. And so yeah, but I'm probably not gonna be checking out music for a while. Not even if,
But except self-portrait.
except for portraits. Yeah, see, you just like freaking reminded me of that. Like I said, God, except self-portrait. Hopefully, I won't be too lazy to check it out. Actually, it's not.
You're gonna like it. It's gonna be a nice ride.
Yeah, I'm positive that I'm gonna like it, dude. Trust me, I'm positive that I'm gonna like it. It's just that it's not the matter of like me worrying that I won't like it. It's the matter of whether I can actually make myself do it.
Yeah, but it's it's honestly it's really cool that you see it that way because music right now it's being treated as whatever, like sometimes you are bored as hell at home
Mhm.
and you turn on the TV and whatever it's on the screen, like it doesn't matter, right? You're doing your thing and you're not even putting attention to what it's on the screen. And I feel like people now these days tend to treat music that way, and I feel like it's terrible because now it's like it become something all the value that the piece of art provides you, it's very very lost now these days with the streaming and all that stuff. And it's like when I want to listen to an album or some new music, sometimes I'm like you, and I wait to the perfect moment because I feel like my head needs to be on the perfect moment, like given the full attention that the music deserves. So I like to play play one album back to back, silence, and just being focused, right?
Yeah, that's definitely a really good way to put it. And yeah, I agree with you that your head definitely needs to be in the right place for you to actually absorb what you're listening to and really like appreciate it and really hear it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on to the next question. So you've been featured in the Rolling Stones following the release of Lovers on the Road. Congratulations. That's huge. I mean, dude, it's the Rolling Stone. Was that your first time being featured in a magazine?
No, and I have been doing press probably since I was like 14. I have 21 years in the music business,
Mhm.
and I have been in a lot of magazines. I was actually with other band. One of my albums was reviewing Rolling Stone Mexico on the printed version, like really small, right? But from all the magazines and newspapers and radio and all the things that I have done, honestly, being in Rolling Stone, it was, very. I was very happy. I was like, I accomplished one of my dreams, like being in Rolling Stone. Now, let's go for the fucking cover.
Yeah, I mean that's the next big dream to be on the cover of the Rolling Stone. But yeah, so you said that you've been featured in lots of magazines. Like, how old were you when you were in your first official band?
I think I was 14.
Wow. Oh my God, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I honestly don't think that I even asked you that in the first interview, although it's been so long that I don't remember. Maybe I did ask you that in the first interview and you told me, but honestly, that's really impressive. So yeah, that's amazing. But anyway, congratulations on the whole Rolling Stone thing.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. So anyway, in 2024, you performed across South America and the US. Which South American countries did you play in?
I only went to Argentina.
Mhm.
I did like I believe 7 or 8 shows over there. I was there for about 3 weeks, and it was really cool. Same thing, like uh, every country I have been had the opportunity to perform. It's I'm really happy and I'm very grateful for having literally people all over the world wanting to see me perform. That's beautiful. It's amazing, to Argentina, it's really far as well. So being there and having people like literally telling me, dude, I haven't waiting you since 2016 or stuff like that. It's like I don't know, it feels really good. It feels that I'm doing the right thing, when I play music, when I write music, when I compose, I do it for me. I am my biggest fan and my worst critic. So I do it for me, and I need to be happy with the result. And the fact that there's other people that has never seen me before, or like they don't know anything about me, and they feel connected and they enjoy what I do, it's literally one of the biggest gifts in the world, at least for me.
I bet it is. I mean, it's definitely important for you to enjoy what you're doing and do it because you want to express your passion and because you want to do what you love, no matter what anyone thinks. But it's also honestly really important for you to find an audience that you can connect with and for others to appreciate your art as well.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
that both things are important. So, and so how many Argentinian shows did you play again?
It was like around 7 or 8 shows.
Mm, I
Yeah.
see. Okay, really cool. So,
Mostly in Buenos Aires. That was like the main city we hit. But there was one show in a place called Santa Fe
mhm.
that it was probably the best of the tour. It was like on a Wednesday, and there was like 200 people there. So it was like, wow, really cool. Of course, we had a great time.
I bet you did. And which states and cities did you play in the US?
Oh my gosh, I think I went almost everywhere. Like, I first show was in Texas,
Mhm.
and then we went to uh Nashville, and we went to um Chicago, New York, Iowa, Des Moines, like literally we did like 36 shows, something like that. It was crazy. It was really intense. Very. I came back as a different person after that tour. Like touring the States, it's very challenging. Um, you have to drive a lot. You have to spend a lot of time on the van and eat whatever shit you find on the road. So it's very challenging, it's very tiring, but also it's very it gives you a lot of satisfaction, like once you arrive to the venue and you start like doing sound check and getting ready for the night, it's amazing. And having the opportunity of being on the road with a band that has been doing it since the 80s. I went with Faster Pussycat. I was just learning, like I transformed myself into a sponge and I was just absorbing everything and seeing how, like, people that has like double the age that I have learning, just learning. It was very cool.
I bet it was. And yeah, that was actually the next question that I had for you is that you went on a tour with Faster Pussycat. That was the US tour, right?
Yeah.
I see. That's awesome. How did you end up scoring that? Honestly, I saw Faster Pussycat once at the Backyard Bash, at the Rainbow Backyard
Yeah.
Bash. And obviously, I know that they're a really huge act. They've been around since the 80s, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, how did you manage to score that gig?
Well, again, it was, like destiny. Like, I was invited. Somebody told me about it, and yeah, I submit, and we next thing I knew I was packing everything to hit the road.
I see. I bet you learned a lot from them.
Yes, yeah. Everybody was really cool. From the band, from the crew. They are great guys, and they are like great band and super professional. That it's very important. And like literally every member was. I was learning something from each of them. Very professional, very cool.
Yeah, I bet you were. And my last question for you is, so you performed at Whisky A Go Go's 60th anniversary and you shared the stage with Strawberry Alarm Clock. Dude, you dealt with a lot of legends. When was that show, by the way?
Oh, it was so good. I was really, really happy. It was one of the best. I have performed at the Whiskey, I think, 10 times so far.
Mhm.
And that was one of the best nights. Like, it was packed, everybody was in such a great mood. It was the 60th anniversary of such a legendary place. And the fact that the Strawberry Alarm Clock, it's literally they don't have any new member, like I think the newest member, he joined the band like in he joined the band officially, I believe that in late 70s, but he was around the whole time. It was like, oh, the new guy, but the guy was on the recording, so that guy was super close friend with one of the guitar players or something. So I mean, they are not young people, and the fact that they are still together and most of them are still alive, it was such a blessing to see them on a stage and better than ever. Um, the music I do, it's a little bit heavier, but it resonates a lot with the 60s psychedelia and the blues and all that vibe. So I think that the people they really enjoyed the my performance. Um, I make really good friends from that night, and it was a great party. Like honestly, it was very special.
Hmm. I mean, I bet it was. Gosh, I feel so bad that I missed it. I remember that when I was about 14, a friend of mine recommended that I listen to Strawberry Alarm Clock, and
Wow.
I bought their CD. I mean, this was back in 2007, so
Okay.
Spotify wasn't the thing yet. iTunes was, but
Yeah.
Spotify wasn't, and I didn't have internet at home, so like naturally I couldn't actually purchase the music on iTunes. But what I could do was buy CDs and then convert those CDs into MP3 files on iTunes.
Have it on your iPod.
Exactly. So I did that, and I mean I checked out Strawberry Alarm Clock. Honestly, I wasn't really like all of that impressed by them. A little bit too slow for me, but I definitely remember Incense and Peppermints. So yes, seeing I wish I would have gone to that show because I mean seeing such legends on stage would have been amazing.
Yeah, and I honestly I think that they sound better than ever. Like um the recordings of that time, of course, Incense and Peppermint, it's such a staple. But seeing them now, it was like the records don't make any justice to how they sound like, honestly. And like back in the day with the technology of that time, they are actually very complex musicians. Like I realized that they are not a psychedelic band. They are more like a prog rock band. Like it's very impressive once you see them live. It's like wow. And of course, 60 years of keep practicing, of course you have to be better, right?
Mhm. I mean, yeah, absolutely, no doubt. It's honestly no doubt that they only could have gotten better in that time. Well, Johnny, those were all the questions that I had for you. Thank you so much for finally doing this. It's like you're always up to new stuff. It's like, I follow you on social media, and obviously, whenever I am actually paying attention to your page and like to your posts, which is uh, pretty often. It's I don't skip as much. Like honestly, I really don't skip that much stuff. But you're always up to new stuff. So I'm pretty sure that I would be doing more of these interviews with you because I like to be up to date on like on what everyone's up to, especially the musicians that have been on my channel before. And yeah, that being said, I will definitely be on the lookout for your next show. My money situation is kind of tight right now, so I can't
Yeah.
really go out a lot. But hopefully, I'll be able to come out and see you play sometime soon. You recently just played a show somewhere, didn't you?
um I just came back from Japan literally 10 days ago or something, like six. Yeah, I believe I arrived here the 26th or 27th of October. So my next show it's 11/13. So next Thursday. And it's free. So it's the release party of Self Portrait at the Gibson showroom on Sunset Strip.
That was the show that I was thinking of. It's not the show that you recently had in LA. It's the one that's coming up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Probably
So
not
if
able to make it.
you
Yeah, dude, going out in LA, it's not just the ticket cost that's an issue. The ticket cost is actually the cheapest thing about going out. It's the it's the Uber rides and especially the drinks because honestly, dude, it's like $15 for one cocktail.
Yeah, it's insane. Like LA prices are stupid. Like I that's what I like Nashville. You can drink for $4.
Holy shit! Even a cocktail, not just like a beer or something.
I know I think it was a Jack and Coke or something, and it was, oh yeah, $4. We're like, what?
Oh my goodness!
Of course, it was not like the fanciest place. It was just a dive bar, but at the fancy place, it's like 11, I don't know, 9.
$11 is almost 15, so maybe their prices are, aren't that different from LA's prices. Or maybe I only ever go to fancy places in LA, which, well, I like quality. When I
Of course.
So yeah, just like I said, I can't really go out much these days, so I am probably going to be skipping the your upcoming show. You said it's going to be this Thursday, right?
Yeah, it's this Thursday. It's free entrance. There's gonna be drinks. It's gonna be a special show, so if you can make it, it starts early. So I'll be performing. Doors are at 7, so probably I'll be performing like 8:30, the latest.
Okay, and which venue?
It's not a venue per se. It's called the Gibson Showroom. That it's like it's a private place that like they do events time to time, but it's mainly where Gibson has all their guitars and equipment, and you can uh, you know, they invite people that are like related to the brand or
Mhm.
a special occasion. So it's gonna be really special. I hope that you could make it. It's on really close to the Guitar Center of Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking because I like honestly I pass that place all the time, and yeah, I haven't been inside, haven't actually been there, but I've definitely passed it uh, thousands of times because I like to hang out in that area a lot. So yeah, I know where it is, but sorry to disappoint you, but can't make it to the show. I'll try and see if I can make it to the
No
next
worries. No worries. All good.
one. Okay, thank you, Gianni. Bye.
Thanks to you. Take care. Bye bye.